This video may trigger you. It may piss you off. You might think it's very woo-woo. But if you watch this, if you listen to this just with an open mind and open listening, and just look for something to see that could be of value, your experience will be very different. If you're watching this, you may have experienced your own form of trauma. It might have felt like the most difficult thing that you've ever gone through. It might have felt really unfair and felt like it broke you in some way. And this is why I'm making this video, because sometimes our relationship with trauma just is not useful and does not serve us. And I'm saying this from going through trauma myself. One of the biggest forms of trauma I went through was my father passing away when I was just 13 years old, and I was the one who came home and found him and had to deal with everything in that moment. It was something that felt like it broke me for a very, very long time. It felt like I was lost and the world was unfair. I was angry at everything and felt like something had been taken from me, something had robbed me, something was lost. There was a void that could never be filled. It was a deep form of trauma, one in which there was a rage inside that felt like it was never going to go away. So I'm saying this from a deep personal conviction of what I'm about to share. There's an understanding, and it's called different things, but some call it radical ownership. Some call it soul contracts. But the idea is that before we incarnate into this human experience, we choose what our soul is going to experience and go through. A form of a soul contract, a form of seeing that we chose this life path that we're experiencing right now. So those key moments, those milestone moments, those moments that completely rock and shake your world, we signed up for. And it may sound ludicrous, it may sound too spiritual, but it could be worth entertaining and looking at. What does that open up? If I signed up for this, if I signed up to go through those experiences, what does that open up for me? Because a big problem that happens is when we experience that trauma, it puts us into a state of victimhood, of feeling like we've been wronged, life is unfair, something was taken and now we're broken forever, or the world has done this to me. And living in that victim mode, living in that victim mindset is not useful. It disempowers us. It puts us in a space in which our power has been taken, our choice has been taken, our agency has been taken. But if for some reason our soul signed up for this, we chose before we incarnated to experience some of those deep traumas that we went through, perhaps it's pointing in the direction of looking, what is there for me to see, to heal from, to become through this trauma that I went through, rather than becoming closed, bitter, dark, broken from this experience. Perhaps it's an invitation and a window for me to transcend that pain, for me to remember who I am, for me to see that the thing I thought was missing was with me the whole time. And I'll give you a real example. For a long time, I felt there was a void in me when my father passed away, that the love that I felt from him was gone and taken. And I saw that me going through this experience in my human body was a window for me to wake up to and see that the love has been with me the entire time. The love was never taken, the love was never robbed, and it was my true nature that is this infinite love. That traumatic experience helped me to get more in touch with the love in me, the wholeness in me, the soul in me that I'd simply forgotten. And this is the point. There's this amazing quote by Rumi which says, the wound is where the light enters you. Right? The wound is the space in which the light enters you. So all of this trauma is a way for us to come back. It's a way for us to remember and to see that everything that we've been caught up in or lost in was simply blinding us from remembering our true selves, our true nature. our true infinite loving nature. And that process of growth, that process of remembering, is where we access that wisdom. And that's the contrast our soul can sign up for, to forget and to remember, to forget and to remember, because in that remembering, we're able to take so much from that experience. It puts us back into a state of ownership when we see that perhaps we signed up for this. So rather than living in, life is unfair and this was taken from me, I get to come back into a state of, I chose this, I'm owning it, and I'm looking for what there is for me to see and evolve and become through it. And that is the power of seeing that you chose your trauma. So this isn't a way to victim blame. This isn't a way to disempower. This is a way to completely transcend everything that you've gone through and to see who you can become from it. And it's a way to get in touch with, when I came here, what is it that I really signed up for? What is it that I'm here to become and to see and to experience? And all of these experiences that I went through, they're not me. There's something I've experienced, but what is there for me to see through it? What is it I'm now looking for that, say, I'm looking for externally, that I've simply forgotten has already been with me? It's a way to keep coming back and remembering. And that's the point. Thank you for being patient with me, going on this video and being open to hearing what there is to see in it. And if there was something that came up for you, I would love to hear. So please drop a comment, give this video a like if it connected with you, and subscribe for a lot more coming your way. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Kamil. I love you all.